Are you ready to completely demystify your JCPenney credit card payment process, dodge those late fees forever, and make managing your account literally as simple as shopping for your favorite deals? Well, if you want to keep your credit score healthy, hang on to every single rewards point you've earned, and sidestep those nasty hidden penalties, you are in the exact right place. Welcome to this explainer. I'm so pumped to guide you through this today because, once you really understand the nuts and bolts of your credit card, you're the one in total control.
But first, we really have to look at the numbers, and honestly, they are eye-opening. 33.24%. Yeah, let that sink in. That is the standard purchase APR on the JCPenney card right now. And hiding down there in the fine print, a massive $41 late fee. This right here is exactly why keeping up with your payments is absolutely crucial for your financial health. If we aren't managing this card correctly, a great deal at the register can spread like wildfire into a very expensive headache, all thanks to retroactive interest and steep penalty rates.
Okay, let's dive into this roadmap. We're going to cover 1. Understanding your account, 2. Fees and interest rates, 3. 4 ways to pay, 4. Managing timely payments, 5. Maximizing your card rewards, and finally, 6. Conclusion and disclaimer.
All right, Section 1. Understanding your account. Specifically, checking your balance and bill. Before you can make a strategic payment, you have to know exactly what makes up your bill, your total balance, your minimum payment due, and precisely when that due date is.
So you basically have 3 super simple ways to grab your statement and find those key numbers we just talked about. First is the Synchrony Bank online portal, which is basically where your account lives, putting your total balance right there front and center. Second is the incredibly handy JCPenney mobile app. This one puts your balance and minimum payment right on your home screen. And third, for those of us who just prefer hopping on the phone, you can call 1-800-542-0800. Whichever route you take, I highly encourage you to review your recent transactions regularly. You really want to scrutinize your statement to catch any unauthorized charges or weird billing errors early on. Regular monitoring, that is your absolute first line of defense.
Moving right along to Section 2. Fees and interest rates, or as I like to call it, decoding the fine print. Let's dig into the actual contract terms so we can protect your wallet from those unexpected costs.
Now, what's really interesting about this text directly from the account agreement is that standard APR, like we mentioned, for purchases, it's a hefty 33.24%. But look right below that. If you slip up and fail to make your minimum payment on time, you get hit with a penalty APR that jumps all the way up to 39.99%. And get this, once that penalty APR kicks in, it can apply to all your new transactions going forward. That is a massive leap, and it's something you want to avoid at all costs.
And wow, the stakes get even higher when we look at the late fees. The contract explicitly states that if your total minimum payment isn't received by 5 p.m. Eastern Time on your due date, you are getting penalized. No exceptions. It's a $30 hit if it's your first slip-up in 6 billing cycles, but it skyrockets to $41 if you've missed a payment recently. That 5 p.m. Eastern deadline, it is incredibly rigid. Missing it by literally 1 hour triggers these exact penalties.
But notice this window of opportunity to avoid interest, the grace period. You have a minimum of 23 days from the end of your billing cycle to your actual payment due date. If you pay your JCPenney statement balance in full by that due date every single month, Synchrony Bank won't charge you a single dime of interest on those new purchases. Carrying a balance just means daily interest compounds. But paying it in full, that secures that beautiful 23-day interest-free grace period.
Okay, Section 3. 4 ways to pay. Let's get your payment options explained clearly.
The most popular method by far is online payment. You literally just sign into the Synchrony portal, pop in your bank routing info, schedule the amount and the date, and submit it for review. Super easy. But here is a fantastic pro tip. If you're ever struggling to log into your main account, they actually offer a guest pay option right on the login page. All you need is your JCPenney card account number, your billing zip code, and the last 4 digits of your social security number. It lets you authorize a payment securely without even needing your password.
Now, if you're the kind of person who prefers handling things in person, you can absolutely pay your bill at any physical JCPenney register, but pay very close attention to these rules. So the crucial point here is you can only use cash, a personal check, or a money order to pay your credit card bill in store. You absolutely cannot use a debit card. You can't use a JCPenney gift card either. And because JCPenney suspended support for contactless mobile wallets, no Apple Pay or Tap to Pay. Just cash, check, or money order. That's the whole shebang.
You also have the options of mail or phone payments. Let's compare them real quick. Mailing a check is, traditional, but you must include your account number on the memo line and use the exact P.O. box listed on your statement.
Plus, it really risks postal and processing delays, which could cause you to miss that super strict 5 p.m. deadline. On the flip side, calling 1-800-542-0800 is much faster. You just navigate the phone prompts and provide your banking info. However, and this is a big however, be cautioned. If you request an expedited phone payment with a live agent to meet a same-day deadline, the account agreement notes they might charge you an extra fee for that speed.
All right, on to Section 4, Managing Timely Payments. Let's build some smart habits and do a little troubleshooting.
I honestly cannot recommend this highly enough. Set up automatic payments in the Synchrony online portal. AutoPay is essentially a bulletproof shield against that terrifying 39.99% penalty APR and those $41 late fees. By guaranteeing you never miss a due date, you're directly protecting your credit score. Plus, regular, timely payments help keep your overall credit utilization low. Even if you just set AutoPay for the minimum balance as a safety net and then use calendar apps to remind yourself to go in and pay the rest in full manually, it is a brilliant financial habit.
But hey, what happens when technology completely fails you? Or you're standing in line and realize, oops, I left my physical card on the kitchen counter. Are you locked out completely? Not at all. Let's pivot to some quick troubleshooting for these exact, highly relatable situations. Don't panic, here are the quick fixes. If you're in store without your card, a register associate can actually do a manual account lookup for you. You just need to hand over a valid state ID, your social security number, and your date of birth. If the online portal isn't cooperating and you're locked out, you can easily reset your user ID and password using just your account number and your billing zip code. And if you ever run into a billing dispute, an error, or a missed payment issue, just bypass the portal entirely and call customer service directly. They're specifically equipped to handle those exact disputes.
Let's move to the really fun part. Section 5, Maximizing Your Card Rewards. This is where you actually see how this builds into getting paid to shop. So cardholders earn 1.5 points per dollar spent. Now, at first glance, that sounds like, well, the market average. But actually, scratch that. Here is the secret weapon of the JCPenney card. Unlike typical credit cards where a point is worth a single penny, JCPenney points are incredibly valuable. Each point you earn is actually worth a surprisingly high 5 cents.
To put that into perspective, doing the math means it only takes 200 points to earn a $10 JCPenney reward certificate. That is a fantastic return on your everyday shopping. And on top of that, you get a $10 cash pass, literally just for having a birthday. Add in the total peace of mind of zero fraud liability and special deferred interest financing promotions, and you can really see why smart account management completely sweetens this deal.
Almost done. Section 6, Conclusion and Disclaimer. Time to wrap up taking control of your account. We've covered everything today, from the sting of those late fees to the joy of 5-cent rewards points. The core takeaway here is that choosing the payment method, whether that's AutoPay, the app, or cash in store that best fits your daily routine, is the absolute key to stress-free financial health. So, I want to leave you with this question. How will you take control of your next statement? Are you going to log in right now to set up AutoPay? Maybe try out that guest pay feature we talked about. You now hold every single tool and insight necessary to completely master your JCPenney credit card, avoid those costly fees for good, and maximize every single reward available to you. Just a quick wrap-up note. Please be aware of this mandatory disclaimer. This explainer is for educational purposes only. You know, credit card terms can and definitely do change. Please make sure to consult the JCPenney website or contact their customer service directly for the absolute most current information and personalized advice regarding your specific credit card account. Thank you so much for learning with me today.